Okay, hopefully we are live again. That was very strange. It said the live stream unexpectedly crashed. So don't know what's going on there. I'm going to give it a try again. And let me just set things up real quick to make sure they are working. Let's see. Here we go. Hopefully this is working. Here, this one. Okay, I think this is the one. Okay, audio is good. Yeah, audio is good here as well. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and just jump right in because I don't know what happened to the last live stream. But the TLDR is basically that I want to talk a little bit about some hobbies and maybe some more personal stuff that's coming up, which I think I left off with my upcoming travel in December being the second longest trip I've taken since 2015. And that was when I backpacked all over Europe. And this is something pretty exciting, getting to kind of decompress from all the day-to-day work and taking my mind off of things that are just related to work. I'm going to jump right in, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So I have two packages here. I think I know what this is, but I'm not sure. If it is what I think it is, then it will be interesting of a topic. If it's not, then we're going to go right into this, which will be the meat of what I wanted to talk about anyway. So I'm going to start with this, and we'll see what we find in here. If you guys have any guesses, feel free to make your guesses. I don't know if anyone's joining right now at this odd hour. It's like 8 p.m. over here. But let's see. Oh, I don't think. Okay, it's not. It's some faucet thing. So it's not. I thought it was something else. When it comes, I will share it, and it would be very interesting. Okay, so we're just going to focus on this right here. And this here is, let me see how we open this. There's an easy way to open the box. Feel free to make any guesses as to what's in the box. Okay. There are the items. There are 3 items in there. And here is the very first one. So this is the Defender. I believe this is pretty new. The Defender body caps from Polar Pro. And my Sony a7 IV lost its body cap like, I don't know, years ago. And I've never been able to replace it because I've been too lazy to do that. And I saw these come up and I was like, oh, this looks very interesting. Gives your camera a little character. And so check it out. They're great. They look good. They add a little dimension to your camera. They're actually pretty nice. Nice build quality there. And what's very utilitarian, where you can, let me see, can open the middle and you can store things like a CF Express card or a SD card in there as well. And then also function as a body cap for your camera. So super cool. I am excited to put that on my camera. Maybe I'll show that later on. There is a regular body cap in case you're not sure what that looks like. Got one just in case I lose this other one. And then the highlight of the video, which is my first lens I've bought in quite some time. So this, we have a, I think this came out back in 2017. This is a Sony E-mount full frame lens for full frame cameras. This is your 24-105 millimeter f4. And this is something I purchased for the trip in December, which I don't even think I mentioned the place. I'll be going to Japan for, I think 11 or 12 days, and Taiwan for 4 or 5 days. And so this is a lens that's meant to be my primary travel lens that I'll take over the spot. So let's kind of check this out. There you go. I'm pretty excited for this. I've had a similar lens before when I used to travel all over the spot. When I had a A6300, it was also like, it was a Sony Zeiss like 2470 or something like that. And I loved the lens quite a bit. It was my primary all-in-one, used it everywhere, but I hated the low light capabilities of it because it was an f4, and I shot a decent amount of night shots at the time. But ooh, this is really small. Oh, I like it. Form factor is good. You got the Sony G. Not too bad, especially compared to the 2470 and 1635. Typically now my general lenses in my camera bag is the 2470 f2.8 and then also the 1635 f2.8, and I typically carry like an 85 1.8 or a 35 1.8 everywhere I go. So 3 lenses everywhere I usually go, and I'm going to experiment with trying with just this one coupled with a fast prime, probably thinking a super wide prime at the time, or maybe just the 1635. I think it might be the 1635 that I want to carry. And probably not, it's not like the fastest, it's at 2.8, but I think it should do. So I'll actually be right back. I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera to give this a try, and also grab the other lenses so you guys can check this out. So I will be right back. Okay, and I am back. So I didn't think this was going to end up turning into a show and tell, but that's what it turned into. By the way, just to give context, the reason for the title of creativity and also the picture or the thumbnail of the video is in response to what I've kind of neglected over the last 2 years, and that is being a bit more creative and exploring some of my hobbies a bit further. And back 2 years ago, I was very much into just creating content, being creative. The thumbnail of the picture was actually a long exposure shot of me in the middle of DC in one of the busy neighborhoods. And then I can't remember the tool right now off the top of my head, but a sky replacement tool that replaced the background to be a Milky Way. So just kind of experimenting with those kind of things was like something that brought a lot of joy to me back then. And hopefully what I'm showing in this video is going to allow me to get back into some of that. So here is, give you an example, some comparisons. Let me take this off. To the 2 workhorse lenses that I currently use everywhere. This right here, these are both version 1s. This is the 2470 f2.8. Pretty much use this in a lot of places. I love this lens. It's very heavy. But when I carry this around, usually ends up becoming my primary, unless I need something like this, which I also carry in my bag, especially for travel. This is your 1635 f2.8. You can see the difference in size. They're both very heavy lenses, and they look astronomical on a camera body. Super heavy, but I usually carry both of these around everywhere I go, and I will hopefully replace them with this for certain areas, because I do love the 1635 and 2470. So it's a pretty big difference from the 2470 and the 1635. So a lot smaller form factor, easier to travel with, and hopefully it will be pretty fun. I think I'll be using these two, by the way, on the upcoming travel trip to Japan. This is your 1635, and this is your 24105. I do plan on upgrading this one to the new version 2 next month. So I'm excited for that, which will actually be even lighter than this, which I'm very excited for. And then this right here is the Sony a7 IV. So let me show you what it looks like with one of these lenses on there. I'm going to start off with the 24105. Pretty small. It's not that bad. And then if you put the, I'm not going to put the shield on it, but let's see. Oh, and it sticks out a little bit. But the form factor is really nice. I think when you're traveling, you want to be a bit more not too eye-catching. I don't think you want to catch the attention of people. You don't want to get robbed or anything like that. So something like this is very ideal. That's a little bit more hidden. So I'm excited for this. It's way smaller of a form factor. I think eventually I might go back to like one of the new ACRs or A7Cs, which is like the APS-C bodies of a full frame camera. Let me show you what a 2470 looks like and show you how large this is. But, this is what I usually take on professional photo shoots, or what I used to take on professional photo shoots. So this is your 2470. A lot of shots made on this one. Not my travel ones. A lot of my travel ones usually are on the 1635, just for that nice wide angle. Makes all your shots look epic. But yeah, you throw on one of these like things, and it's pretty large, and it's also very, very heavy. But let's try out the new Body Pro, the Polar Pro body cap, to see what that looks like. I'm excited to. I have no idea how to put this on. I'm like afraid of breaking it. Oh, nice. Okay. So there it is, the Polar Pro body cap. I love the color. This is the desert color. These go for about $49.99. Very durable. I like this. Makes your camera stand out, even though that's not really what you want, but I like it. Gives it character. Okay. I think that's the main thing I wanted to talk about, which is I'm excited to get back into creating a bit more. I've been feeling a bit off about it as of late, and I really wanted to let me release this. Start creating a little bit more content. So the live streams are very easy to create because I don't have to really do anything or prepare, and I can just jump on and just talk to you guys. But I think I am very interested in beginning to film again. And I have a lot of ideas. I know people have been giving me different ideas of videos to make, and they kind of just sit in the backlog and they never get published or never start on it. And I'm hoping, because whenever you get new gear like this, it's a beautiful lens. I'm gonna practice with it a little bit, probably very soon. I do have a photo shoot that I promised to help my girlfriend with I think it's next week. And I'll give this a test run and see how it goes. But yeah, the travel should be exciting. We are going to Tokyo, then to, I can't remember that place. Let me see if I can show the actual thing. Multiple places. Like, we have a lot of time in Japan, so we're going to take advantage of exploring as much of it as possible. So here is Let me share my screen. I'll show you guys what's going on. Of course, I'm like type A and like a data nerd, so I love making spreadsheets of everything. But we'll be in San Fran for a little bit. We're gonna go to fly into Narita, hang out in Tokyo for a few days, head over to Kyoto, pop over to Osaka, and then in Osaka do different day trips to different places. Nara will be one of them. Very excited for Hiroshima. I think there's a lot of reflection that I plan to do in Hiroshima, visiting the atomic bomb site. Definitely going to be capturing a lot of pictures there. I feel like it'll be a really cool place to express creativity, but also reflect on our past history and everything that went on there. But then we have, again, here moving on, Osaka. Also, then excited for this area. I cannot pronounce this Fujikawaguchiko. Probably butchered that. It's the, I think it's like the Five Lakes or something. I can't remember exactly what it was called, but beautiful site. Probably, if you've ever seen pictures of Japan or Mount Fuji, it probably came like a very high likelihood that one of the pictures you saw came from this area. So I'm excited to grab a bunch of pictures over there. And we'll also be at one of those ryokans, and kind of experiencing the whole traditional culture when we're over there. And then heading back to, so we'll be back in Osaka and Tokyo, then heading over to Taiwan for a few days. The itinerary is still TBD. We just ended up booking our accommodations recently. And then from Taiwan back to Tokyo for a day, and then Tokyo flying back to Virginia. But that's the plan so far. I'm pretty excited for it. I think I want to get back into video when I'm over there and try my hand at creating what I used to create when I go on these travel trips is more of the video content and putting together like some type of story. Definitely be taking pictures, but I do want to focus on the video aspect because that's what I like to do. I think it's much more of a challenge versus simply taking pictures. Both are challenging, of course. Anyways, I think I'll call it for now. And then we will circle back at some point, and hopefully you'll see more produced content from me next time instead of this easy format of live streams. But okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys if you tuned in. I hope to see you guys around, and thanks for watching this. See you guys next time.